It takes a lot of energy to power our lives. Energy covers a lot of aspects in our society today, from political will, sense of foresight, technology, economics, scientific knowledge, research, up to social responsibility. This is how vast energy is. Our country, which is the Philippines, is one of the most abundant places where there are fossil fuels that we need to extract the methane from. Other places includes Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia. From the very beginning, we are already taught that Philippines is rich in natural resources. And in that natural resources, it includes natural gas, an energy source that is abundant, cleaner burning, affordable, a Philippine resource that can alleviate our country's economy and meet our energy need and demand for generations. Here is a table of the typical composition of a natural gas. So we have here the chemical formula and the percentage component. We have the methane, CH4. It means that it has one carbon molecule and four hydrogen molecules. It is composed of 70 to 90%. We also have ethane, propane, butane, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide, and we also have other gases like argon, it's supposed to be Ar, helium, neon, and xenon. Other sources says that there could be a trace or no trace at all. So all of this compose the typical composition of natural gas. Go green, go natural gas.
So now, we're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the natural gas. The advantages are, natural gas burns cleaner than the other fossil fuel. It is easily transported via pipelines and fairly easy using tankers. It can be piped into homes to provide heating and cooking and to run other variety of appliances. Where homes are not piped, it can be supplied in small tanks. It can be used as a fuel for vehicles, where it is cleaner than gasoline or diesel. It is used to produce ammonia for fertilizers and hydrogen, as well as in the production of some plastics and paints. It is relatively abundant, clean burning, and seems easy to distribute. It is also lighter than air, so if there is leak, it will tend to dissipate, unlike propane, which is heavier than air and pulls out into explosive pockets. Easy to use. Natural gas can be easily obtained and utilized. The gas is sucked out of the earth crust, where it is easily pumped into houses. Odorless. The natural gas facilities is extractor as it has no odor to disturb them. As we all know, work. Power plants have their own disadvantages. In our case, we also have our own disadvantages. First, natural gas is cleaner than coal and gasoline, but it is still releasing carbon dioxide that contributes to the global warming. Second, it needs long pipelines, need big tankers on land and sea for transportation, needs specialized land fuel tanks in vehicles for transportation. Next, critics also point out that its extraction leaves a large crater within the earth. And lastly, non-renewable. It is non-renewable source of energy. It means that the exploitation of natural gas exhausts the existing reserves that cannot be gained back. So, that's it for the natural gas disadvantages.
Hi everybody! We're here to talk about the process of natural gas.
Process 1 for natural gas. Exploration for natural gas typically begins with geologists examining the surface structure of the earth and determining where it is geologically and likely to exist. There are many ways how to explore the earth. It could be explored through geological surveys, seismic exploration, magnetometers, and gravimeters. And now, with the latest technology, our geologists could explore through computer-assisted exploration like 3D seismic, 2D seismic, and 4D.
The second process of natural gas is extraction, drilling.
Once a potential natural gas deposit has been located by a team of exploration geologists and geophysicists, it is up to a team of drilling experts to dig down to where the natural gas is thought to exist. There are two types of techniques of drilling. These are onshore and offshore techniques. Placement of the drill. The exact placement of the drill site depends on many factors, including the nature of the potential formation to be drilled, the characteristics of the subsurface geology, and the depth and size of the target
The third process
deposit.
is the production of natural gas. After drilling the viable quantities of fossil fuel, the next step is to process the raw material into pipeline quality gas, ready
The
for
fourth process
transportation.
of natural gas is transportation. Transportation of natural gas is closely linked to its storage. The natural gas being transported to not be immediately required, it can be put into storage facilities for when it is needed. There are three major types of pipelines along the transportation route: the gathering system, the interstate pipeline system, and the distribution system. The gathering system consists of low-pressure, small-diameter pipelines that transport raw natural gas from the wellhead to the processing plant. There are two characterized pipelines. These are interstate and intrastate. Interstate pipelines, they carry natural gas across state boundaries. The intrastate pipelines transport natural gas within a particular state. Interstate pipeline system transports processed natural gas from processing plants in producing regions to those areas with high natural gas requirements, particularly large populated urban
The
areas.
fifth process of natural gas is storage. Natural gas, like most commodities, can be stored for an infinite period of time. The exploration, transportation of gas takes time, and the natural gas is not always needed right away. Natural gas is usually stored in underground services, and there are three types: depleted gas reservoir, aquifers. Depleted
salt
gas
caverns.
reservoir as the most cheap, aquifers as the most expensive. There are two reasons why there is need for storage. First, for seasonal demand, and second, for unseen supply
The
disruption.
distribution system, which delivers the final product of the natural gas to be used by the consumers. Okay, a few system precautions associated with natural gas pipelines includes area patrols, leak detection, pipeline markers, gas sampling, preventive maintenance, emergency response, and one call program. The sixth process of natural gas is distribution. Distribution is the final step in delivering natural gas to consumers. It involves moving smaller volumes of gas at much lower pressures over shorter distances to a greater number of individuals. The distribution of natural gas is periodically compressed to ensure pipe flow. And of course, as we distribute it to consumers, safety is highly
The final process of natural gas is marketing.
marketing.
Natural gas marketing is a relatively new addition to the natural gas industry in the mid-1980s.
However, with the newly accessible competitive markets introduced over the past 15 years, natural gas marketing has become an integral part of the natural gas industry.
Natural gas marketing may be defined as the selling of gas. It is sold as a commodity. There are two primary types of marketing: financial and physical. Physical is the more basic type, which is the buying and the selling.
Financial trading, on the other hand, involves derivatives and sophisticated instruments in which the buyer and the seller never take physical delivery of the natural
Marketing,
gas.
in whatever form, find buyers for natural gas, ensure secure supplies of natural gas in the market, and provide ways for natural gas to reach the end user. You.
Go green!
Go! Natural gas!
Hello there. Want to talk about biogas? Well, biogas is a type of natural gas with a different composition. Well, just slight difference. Unlike natural gas, it is renewable. You can make biogas by decomposing organic materials inside the tank. While the organic materials decompose, the bacteria emits a biogas, which could be used to power cities to natural gas power plants. It could also be used by cooking and it could also be used by powering cars. Similar to coal-fired power plants, biogas can heat water and the steam could be used to power up turbines, which then could be converted to electrical energy.
You might wonder, where in the Philippines do we have natural gas reserves? The birth of the natural gas industry is found in the Malampaya gas fields situated near Palawan, 80 kilometers northwest of Palawan to be exact. There is about 2.7 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserves located 3,000 meters below sea level. This fact is according to malampaya.com, the official web page of Malampaya gas fields. We also have the San Antonio gas fields having 2 billion cubic feet of natural gas reserves. This is according to the Department of Energy of the country, which is the Philippines. So, there are 4 power plants present in our country. First, the San Lorenzo Power Plant. It is operating since October 2002 and it is producing 560 megawatts. The onshore gas plant, operating since October 2001. The Santa Rita Power Plant, operating since January 2002, producing 1,000 megawatts. And the Ilijan Power Plant, operating since 2000 of June, producing 1,200 megawatts. So now we're going to talk about one of the latest issues here in our country, which is the Benham Rise. Benham Rise is also known as the Benham Plateau. It is a massive formation of basalt, a common volcanic rock, and is described in a study as a thickened portion of the Philippines' oceanic crust. It is a 13 million hectare undersea region east of Luzon. An American geologist named Andrew Benham discovered the area. The UN Convention on the Law of the Sea announced in April that Benham Rise, which some source says that is believed to be larger than the island of Luzon and some says that is smaller than the Luzon, is part of the country's continental shelf and territory. The plateau is rich in natural gas and manganese. Administrator Peter Shanko of the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority clarified that only the seabed and the subsoil beneath it is owned by the country. He quoted, "Other countries can explore in the water columns, but not on the seabed and the subsoil. All minerals under the seabed and the sea soils are ours." Pahe added that the gas deposits in the area would enable the country to achieve energy efficiency. He said that Benham Rise is very relevant because of its gas deposits confirmed, particularly by the National Mapping Resource and Information Agency. He also added that there is a possibility that the country could export gas in the future. There would be a demand for gas deposits in Benham Rise because of its much cleaner than other fossil fuels. So this is the latest news about natural gas in our country. But we believe that there are still islands that are waiting to be discovered that has natural gas reserves. So this house believes that natural gas is the best energy source in the country for the year 2020 to 2050 because of these developments. We believe that natural gas is the green gas of the future. Go green, go natural gas.
So here I am giving you 10 ways to conserve energy. First, clean the air conditioner's condenser of dirt and debris. Second, reduce air leaks in your home. For example, caulk, C-A-U-L-K. Caulk around windows and apply good quality weather stripping around the doors and install foam gaskets behind the cover plates of lighting fixtures, wall switches, and receptacle faceplates, especially on exterior facing walls. third, have the right size of your refrigerator. Even an energy-efficient model can't give you maximum savings if it's too big for your needs. Fourth, allow hot foods to cool before placing it in the refrigerator. Fifth, vacuum the refrigerator coils to keep them efficient. 6. Make your showers shorter. Showers use much less water than a bath. 7. Fix dripping faucets, especially leaky hot water faucets. 8. Open a window or use ceiling fan. Often air conditioning isn't really needed. 9. Turn off the monitor if you're not going to use the computer for more than 20 minutes. Lastly, pull the plug of your battery chargers, for example, laptops, cell phones, and digital cameras always draw power
So
if
this
they're
is
plugged. 10 tips of how I conserve energy, but you can have your own. Go green, go natural gas.
Go green, go natural gas.